Hi, I'm Karen Fullett-Christensen, and I'm the City of Aurora's Poet Laureate. And I'm inviting you today to see my poetry. So that's Poettree, and you probably figured out that that's a play on words, right? My poetry is something that my husband and I installed on our street, and you are welcome to visit. We live at the northwest corner of Kensington and Buell on the west side of Aurora. We're just a couple of blocks away from Aurora University, so come by and see this. I wanted to do the poetry in honor of Shel Silverstein. I'm hoping you know who he is. He was a very famous and very prolific writer. He wrote music, he wrote poetry, he wrote stories, he wrote movies. He had a particular affinity for kids, and the way that I know that is because he also loved to draw illustrations. And so if you read any of his books, you'll find that he's got these very, very creative and very imaginative illustrations. Anyway, I want to read the poem that he wrote, and it's called The Poet Tree, and that's what inspired me to do this project. Underneath the poet tree, come and rest a while with me, and watch the way the word web weaves between the shady story leaves. The branches of the poet tree reach from the mountains to the sea, so come and sit and dream and climb. Don't get hit by falling rhymes, just like I did. I just got hit by a falling rhyme. The book that I want to share with, actually I'm going to get up. Can I get up and walk around?
Of course.
I want to give you a little bit of a tour of what I did, because I'm hoping that you'll actually do this in your own yard, or maybe you'll work with some neighbors to do this. So I typed out Mr. Silverstein's poems, and I took them from a book called Ronnie Babbitt Returns, which I'm going to read a few poems from. And then I put them inside plastic sheet protectors so that they won't be disturbed if it rains. And I taped the side just with regular Scotch tape. And then I took some yarn and I tied yarn at the top. And then, because I love stickers, I decorated all the poems with stickers. And there's 2 poems on each side. And my husband, who's a lot taller than I am, helped me attach these to the branches of the trees with rubber bands. So if you come to my house to read these, you actually could pull them down. And I'm kind of a short person. I'm hardly 5 feet tall. So if you're a lot shorter than I am, you would be able to read these. And I think that anybody can read these. That's one of the things that I love about Shel's work. He loved to play with language, and these are particularly silly poems. All of them are very silly. And when you read them, part of the fun is figuring out what words he mixed up, because that was one of the things he loved to do, was to mix up words. So let me read some of them to you. And as I said, this book is called Ronnie Babbitt Returns. It's the second in a series of books, and this actually was published after he passed away. His family went through work that he had done that had never been published and put this book together. And it's got all kinds of very cool illustrations. So even if you're sitting with mom or dad or a friend and they're reading to you, you can look at the illustrations and help figure out what Mr. Silverstein was trying to say in his poem. So let's read a couple of them. And you have to listen, because you have to figure out where the tricky words are. So this one is called The Scary Scarecrow. Ronnie saw a scarecrow down in the small corn rows, and round the scary scarecrow was a crunch of happy bows. He got so rared, he scan away. The crowds felled, "Oh, that's yunny. This ain't much of a scarecrow, but it's sure a good scare bunny." So think about that and figure out where the crazy words are. Here's another one, and it's a picture of Ronnie the rabbit, the bunny, wearing a turtle shell. And who's running away is a naked turtle. It's called Ronnie Needs a Change. Ronnie, he got tick and sired of wearing that same old fur, so he tried on Tis Myrtle's shell, which was just fine with her. Ronnie honed, "It's Mevy, and it makes me move so slow. Said Tizzy, Fancindreely, now you know, now you know. Here's another one that I like a lot, and the picture here is of Ronnie Babbitt with a giant rabbit, and it's called the Gleeping Scient. Ronnie found a gleeping scient weeping in the sloods. Said Ronnie to the Gleeping Scient, are you gad or bud? The Biant said, I'm only gad when I have indigestion, or when somebody aches me up to ask me coolish questions. Anyway, I'm hoping that you'll stop by my house. You're welcome to come into my yard. You're welcome to come and read the poems. And I really, really, really hope that you will make one of these in your own yard. And summertime is a perfect time to do this because the weather is pretty good and it's a good time to be outside.